Hello everyone, I'm Lala. This is Flavors of New York. We are on the Upper East Side today, heading into a restaurant called Canyon Road. It's a Mexican restaurant, and the owner actually has two spots about a block away from each other. But today, we're gonna try this one. Let's check it out.
So I'll show you a little of what we do. Like salt or...
Yeah, however you want to make it. I'm a little hungover, so hair of the dog works well.
Original concept was new Mexican, like southwestern cuisine from Santa Fe.
Okay.
And little by little, when Mexican food started becoming trendy, we kind of lean more into Mexican. So you will see a little of both.
I lived in LA for 22 years, so I got really, really good Mexican food.
Yeah.
What is the difference between the classic margarita, which you just made me, and now you're making me the original?
The original. So the classic, I mean, let's start with the original.
Okay.
To me, the original should not have sour mix. It's fresh lime juice. As you can see, I'm gonna muddle the limes. Tequila and just a little sweetener. Could be agave.
Okay.
In this case, we use concho. It's just a better orange liquor. And that's it. No sour mix.
I love that.
So
I hate sour mix.
I don't know if you know, but like the reason that it's called Margarita is because so many years ago, I don't know, don't ask me the year, because
It's okay.
there was a lady along the beach in Los Cabos with a bucket of ice, salt, limes, and tequila. And she would do rocks, tequila, salt or rim glass, and that was it. And her name was Margarita, so that's what it came from. But then it crossed the border, and of course it's all about money, so they added sour mix. So here we're gonna model the fresh limes.
Yes. Perfect.
Just a little of the control. Better tequila.
Milagros delicious.
Salt for this one?
However you think it should be prepared. I enjoy salt.
So let's just put those also.
All right, it looks like I'm double fisting it. Thank you so much.
Believe
So
me, you have to try this.
yes, okay, so this is the
The original.
the OG.
Which many places call it the skinny.
Right, but this is the way Margarita herself intended it while walking on the beach.
Exactly.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Sweet Lord, that's delicious. It's
You may-
perfect. I love how fresh it is. It tastes like actual limes.
That's the whole idea. You know?
Right.
Everything should be fresh. Like I told you, we don't buy anything here. We make it everything in house.
And then the classic, which has the
classic
sour mix in it.
Sour mix, but still made in house, meaning fresh lime juice with simple syrup. So
Okay.
it's not just all sugar.
Right. Well, I do love that if you're gonna put a sour mix in there, that you're making your own.
Absolutely.
And it is delicious. It doesn't have that like cloying kind of like bottled sour mix flavor.
Or like
But
syrup, right?
for my money, I'm going with
Absolutely.
the original.
I mean,
This is perfection. You taste the tequila, you taste the lime, you taste all the products. This is what I want to drink. It's refreshing and it's perfect.
I agree with you 100%. Thank you. Enjoy.
Which doesn't mean I won't drink both. I'm here with chef owner Roberto Ramirez,
Hi.
and this is his Upper East Side restaurant, Canyon Road.
Correct.
So tell me a little bit about this restaurant. You've had it since 1985?
I mean, it wasn't mine at the time. I was being the chef here for this amazing group called Arc Restaurants Group. So I was working for them for the longest. And then it became a little too small for them. Didn't really fit in their own business model. So they were like, oh, you have to keep it open. You know, you've been there forever. People love you there. They love your food. They love your drinks. So I took it over 2017.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
Amazing.
much.
And now it's 2022. We've made it through the pandemic, so also congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
And what would you say that your restaurant sort of focuses on? Any specific region in Mexico?
So we try to focus on like center Mexico City, Oaxaca, Puebla, a lot of stuff from Puebla and Oaxaca. Like moles and pipián sauce, which is very original from Puebla, but also like Mexico City street food, like tacos and stuff like
Mexico
that.
City is one of my favorite places. I'm obsessed. I went there and just went on a taco crawl for like 4 days straight. It was
Really?
so good. And you're making all of your moles in-house, correct?
In-house.
Everything is made in-house.
Everything is made in house. We don't buy anything and anything. Everything is made here.
All right, so I have this specific dish in front of me, which looks to have quite a delicious mole on top of it. Can you tell me a little bit about this?
So I'm gonna tell you a little the history behind this dish.
Great.
When I was working for Arc Restaurants Group, we were doing the MTV parties at Bryant Park, and the executive chef at the time asked me to make something unique, special, that nobody else has as a Mexican restaurant. So I came up with the idea of using duck, but then I was like, oh my God, duck is so rich. What do I do with it? So I had to call my mom and ask her for her mole recipe, which is original from Puebla.
I love that.
So it's mole poblano.
That's amazing. What's your
And,
mom's name?
Luciana.
Luciana. Thank you.
So
Gracias,
she-
Luciana.
She even made fun of me. She was like, I thought you didn't need anything more from me. I was like, well, I lied. Anyway, so she gave me her recipe. We brought it to the MTV party. It was such a hit that my boss was like, oh, I want that dish on your menu. So that was probably 20 years. Ever since, we just can't take it off the menu. It's like literally everybody's favorite dish in our menu.
Duck has become quite the ingredient lately,
Yep.
I would say. So you're ahead of the game.
Especially like in Mexican cuisine, nobody really uses duck, so we were like the only ones that are doing something with duck. But then we kind of fuse it with really traditional Mexican ingredients.
So this is, tell me what part of the duck. Is this breast? This is leg?
It's
this
legs.
is okay. So duck leg.
Duck leg.
You're cooking it. You're peeling it off the bone. You're shredding it.
Right. So
okay.
we very slow roast the duck legs for like 5.5 hours. Then we shredded it. Take it off the bones, mix it with black beans and mole. Just a little mole in the actual meat, and then we wrap it up. We steam it, and then we do the mole on top with a little sour cream, rice, guacamole, and pico de gallo. I would really, really recommend you to go to this restaurant called Casa Oaxaca.
Okay.
I mean, there are many, many good restaurants, but that is the best.
Casa Oaxaca. I won't forget
Casa
that.
Oaxaca.
Flour tortilla
Flour tortilla,
and
homemade.
making them in-house.
Homemade.
This is the stuff that really turns me on. It really does it for me. All right. So let's get in here.
And we also always have the option. Some people are like, oh, can I have it with corn tortillas? No problem.
Look at that. That is a ton of duck in there, just stuffed full of it. Duck is one of my favorite foods. I think it's totally underrated.
It is, right?
It really is. And I'm excited to try this mole. That mole is rich.
Thank you.
You get the chocolate and the spice undertones
Right.
right away. And the duck stands up to it. I think like sometimes when you're eating chicken with mole, it can get a little lost.
Right.
But since the duck is a little bit gamier,
That's exactly what I thought. I mean, that duck is rich. It's not like light
Yeah.
meat. It's like really rich. So I wanted to match it up with a really rich, not that heavy sauce. I mean, mole is always gonna be a little heavy, but it's just tasty.
it really, really works well with the mole. So much flavor. That's delicious.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you also have another restaurant just down the street.
That we just opened a few months ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
What's the name of that place?
Buena onda,
Buena
which
Onda.
means good vibes.
Okay.
And there we're more like a bar, small plates. That is really Mexico City street food, like small bites, small tacos, gorditas, sopes, stuff like that, and
I
a
need
lot more mezcal.
I
Like,
need
that
to
is-
try that place too.
Absolutely.
So you could feasibly just do a crawl. You could jump from one restaurant to the
Well,
other.
that's the whole
the
idea.
idea.
Like here it's more like families come in, but there's always someone that want to keep drinking. And we're like, okay, we close here at this time, but you can just walk a block down, and we have a
Yeah.
beautiful bar that is open until 2 a.m. And so many times I'm like, we'll give you the same deal. Just go there. So yeah.
That's amazing. So if you find yourself on the Upper East Side, just craving some delicious Mexican food and amazing cocktails, you got to hit up his spots, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for making me these beautiful cocktails and this delicious duck. I'm going to sit here and finish this. Don't even worry about that. For Flavors of New York, I'm Lala. See you next time.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure having you guys.
Thank you so much. Gracias.